Good morning, everyone, and Happy New Year. To start the new year off, I decided I'd start with something a little different. This is not going to be a regular thing. This is just, oh, it's nighttime. Let me go to sleep. It is just a one-time off thing. I just kind of felt like it, mostly because I've been working on this over the holidays, and I wanted to show off what I've been up to. So this is modded Minecraft. I'm playing SkyFactory 3. I'm playing with Tackback. And some of you might have seen when we played together on his stream, when we did our multi-stream in the evening. So this is our daytime. He is here because he is the host of this server. It is a private server. No, you cannot join. He is doing it on a LAN, so yeah, I have to be careful if it crashes not to show off his IP address, that type of stuff. Anyway, so he is here. He just AFKs up here out of the way so I don't run into him or anything. Anyway, so figured I'd do a quick tour and then get into doing the eggs because I finally have them all. Down here in this corner where he is, that's what we call our automation platform. Everything on there is kind of mostly automated. Not everything, but it is close. Over there in the distance is our little mini mob spawner, which we can never keep up with, our giant smeltery, our fishing and power. We have water mills in there. On this side, you can see the chorus fruit. This is my farm and the orchard, which I have not been keeping up so well with. I need to go and get some more stuff. There is our nether portal, which will take you out into the nether. And then most importantly, here are my eggs. What you can't see just here as I jump up and down is the kitchen. That is where I do produce and stuff. So this is the platform. I can't remember what else I call it. I call it some other stuff too. This is where we sleep and it's out of the way. So that's the elevator mod. This is the kitchen. And these are the crates in which I have put all of that stuff in there in. So everything from out there goes in these. The ones without signs don't have anything. You can see they just say like 6A, 5B, that type of thing, because I have put signs down beside each plot. I was having a little trouble when I was going and harvesting everything, being able to figure out, where does this go? No, well, where does this go? So things like 3A. Now, 3A, I really like this. When you click on it, you don't have to break it and reseed it. It automatically reseeds itself. So right now I'm doing shift right click and I'm harvesting without any worries at all, which is awesome. I have fished up enough lily pads now to cover up all the water holes so I can actually run back and forth because I was having trouble falling in. When you fall in though and pounce back up again, it doesn't kill the land, which is also amazing. And I have a lot of trouble going back into pure vanilla because I'm like, I keep, doing the things that are in here that I can't do in there. So yeah, I do have the chorus fruit going. This one is 6B. So there are 12 plots in total. I did not build any of these plots. I planted them, I maintained them, but all the dirt and everything else was built by Tackback. He made all the platforms too deep and all of that type of stuff because, yeah, I don't feel like going out into space and risking my life. And he knows how to use the wands really well, the builder's wands, to be able to get all of the, I'm just trying to see what I missed. I always miss a ton of wheat floating around here. Anything else? Oh, one right here. Yeah, he uses the builder's wand, and as a result, he is able to easily put these things together in like no time. I actually requested the hatching platform to be a little bit bigger, and lickety split, it was done. I was just like, wow. I had just requested it and it was already done. I couldn't believe it. I was like, that is crazy. These are ender pearls. They are from the extra utilities mod. There is a lot of these types of plants. Right now I'm working on all the eggs. So chickens, more chickens, and hatchery. I think are the 3 mods that I'm specifically working on, and any eggs that come out of the other mods that are in here. So let's put these away, because we actually do use them to make things. I will come back to that platform in a bit. So you can see the trees have all the different fruit underneath it. We'll just grab a couple so I can show you. At the very back, I have vanilla cocoa beans and vanilla... oh, I also made mycelium, which was awesome. That took a little bit of, I don't know, quite a bit of work, actually, to get mycelium. Okay. So on these, are they not ready? It's ready. Come on. Why won't you harvest? You're going to make me look bad here. Come on, guys. Ah, there we go. Now they're popping off. I don't know why they wouldn't pop off when I had the mushroom in my hand, because it doesn't really matter. Anyways, you click on them and they drop their fruit. I missed one. You? Yeah. So they drop it. Anyways, this goes way, way back there. You can see there's a blue block right there. That is beside the maple tree, which produces bottles of maple syrup. There is another one on this side, which is a cinnamon tree. See if you can see the block. There's the block. It's a cinnamon tree. You actually have to chop down the tree to do it. So my problem is to create a tree, you need 3 of whatever it drops. So 3 pieces of cinnamon around the base tree. Now, this base tree is a regular oak tree. This one is jungle. And unfortunately, a maple tree's base tree is spruce. So that's kind of a pain. So what I've decided to do is, as part of Pam's Harvest Craft, let us put that away. I'm going to do it right now while I remember. On the automated platform, we have this is a giant sifter. And it sifts different things depending on what we want. It has an auto or a lava generator on it, which creates, or it's got a cobble generator. It generates all of that as lava, like that whole thingy in lava, and we have tanks and tanks of lava. It creates cobblestone. That cobblestone then gets crushed into gravel. Gravel then gets crushed into sand, which gets crushed into dust. So that is kind of where it's going. At some points in there, we cut it off, and I don't know what we're currently sifting, but we are auto sifting, and it produces iron pieces, coal, lapis, nickel ore pieces, gold pieces, lead ore pieces, diamonds, and that's it. So that's what it's producing. What you do is you then take those pieces over here. These are compacting drawers. They're pretty cool, actually. I was against them at the beginning, but now I am very much for them. In the compacting drawer, you drop the little pieces and it turns it into, come on, these, whoops, which are chunks. You put these chunks into a furnace and it produces ingots. You take these ingots, you put them into their compacting drawer, and it produces blocks or the little nuggets, depending on what you want. So it will create these for you just by you putting them in there. If you put a whole bunch of nuggets in there, it automatically changes them into the other ones if you want the other ones. So say you have a recipe that needs nuggets, but all you have are blocks, you throw the blocks in here, and it's instantly nuggets. You don't have to sit there and break it down and break it down and break it down and break it down. It does all of that. Now we do have also, I like using this because it's right here, but we do have the big one out over there, and it doubles up our resources. So instead of dropping stuff in here, we should technically be dropping it in there. We have such a ridiculous amount of gold because everything seems to drop gold that I just smelt gold in here. And then when I go to empty out there, I drop off my levels. So I don't worry about it. The iron I do take over there because we are running severely low in iron and I have no idea why, which is why we're running this mod all together. Or this combination, the sifter with the materials. I don't know what material it is. This here is an empowerer. It is actually pretty awesome. That's all I can say about it. It's awesome. Oh, those are solar panels out there because we use mostly grid power. This here is a reconstructor, which is really cool because if you need to make a lot of stuff like I did, you take this torch out. The torch is here not because it needs to be here, but because it's a really noisy mod. It does this over and over and over again. And that can get really annoying after a while. If you put something in front of it, it stops. So that's there. These are 3 new machines to me. A slice and splice, a wireless charger, and a crusher. I do believe the wireless charger is for jetpacks. We don't have any anymore. Our need for them has disappeared. We needed a jetpack to get over to the... Hello! Welcome to the stream. We needed the jetpacks to get over to the fortress, but instead we just used magnum torches and used them to get over and just tunneled over. Used a teleporting wand to get down to the fortress, slapped down, an elevator, and now you can just go to the elevator and go. As a result, I got my 2 chickens, and we have no reason to go back on the nether again. So I'm happy. So, this thing over here is our maker of dirt. So you put in here things like saplings or other such things. Whoops, there we go. They then go into the hopper, and that fills up these. These wooden barrels then compost the material that's in them, puts them into these hoppers. Why is this hopper empty? I don't know. Puts it into these hoppers, and then those hoppers dump it into here. And it's a fully automated process. So again, this is the automation platform. Over here is my completely vanilla crafting or brewing stuff. So I have in here, which is why I'm here, is to drop that off. And from the mobs, they drop potions of healing. So what I do is, since we have so much glowstone dust, we have so much, we actually have up there, see? We have a lot. Anyway, so we have the glowstone dust. I turn these into health potions, or potions of healing 2, or instant health 2, I guess it's called. So wait till that finishes. There we go. And then here we have tons of fire resist, potions of regeneration, and then where I've been putting these ones. So since it gives it to a free, why not? This here is our empty bottles. I have not made a single empty bottle. These have all been pulled out of the mob spawner. These are the full bottles. I have filled up the bottles that came in there, but most of these now are coming again from the mob spawner. So my job on the server is I generally collect these things here and I put them away, and I keep the smelting going here. I collect the materials, I dump the next set in, and I gather up the levels. So that's all here. This one I'm not a fan of because there's 3, but it only goes up to 63, so you have to turn around and empty it. There, see, I double click on there, and boom, they're all out of my inventory. Don't know why I have grass on me though. Not sure what this is. I'm not sure what most of these things are because I didn't build this. Tackback built this. I just use the parts of it I know how to use. So that's there. This is the other platform. On the grass blocks out where the chickens are, it spawns animals randomly. Very randomly. One of the things it spawns are dogs. So I have all 16 dogs. I hate the googly eyes. Speaking of which, okay, I don't have googly eyes. Good. So that's there. Here is our fishery. So these are fishing nets. And they bring fish. And they catch them. And they spit them up into a chest if you have a chest above. So that's pretty cool. I have an army. Yes, I do. With the dogs. I've actually at the point where if I get any more dogs, I have to kill them. I've killed one so far. I got 4 and I only had 3 colors left. I'm like, sorry. And it had to die. So I kind of felt bad, but at the same time, I didn't really. So that's our fishing. These here are, uh-oh, I hate falling in, water mills. We had to put these blocks here because the squids kept jumping up on the land and dying. It's just like, okay, this is not fun to watch. So I blocked it off so they can't go up. They do sometimes hop up over these ones and die, but they're getting better. Like every so often you can just go down there and pick up a ton of squid drops. But it's usually just the black dye, and you'll see in a little bit I don't need black dye. Anyways, these are water mills. They produce grid power. I made the majority of them, but I can't place them because I haven't done any of the other grid power. So as you see, it says grid power 0 of 0 because I'm not the owner of the grid. I don't own the grid. So TACback had to put them all down. I had put them down. We had to pick them all back up again because they weren't going into there. This here is our end portal. It turns out you cannot pick it up once you put it down. And he put it down to see something. And now we have a single end portal in the middle of our platform. So when we get more of these, we're going to build an end portal. Just don't know how to get any. So this is the mob farm. It uses a few different mods in it. It uses fans to blow the mobs down to the other end. I can't go around that way because it'll fall off. It blows them down, blows them over, and kills them over here. This is an absorption hopper, so it sucks up all the stuff. And this way goes all the experience. So I'm over here right now to dump off experience. There we go. So we have a wand here that allows me, that one's full, to dump my levels. So that's what I do. I come over here every so often and dump off all my levels that I've gained. The idea is to fill up all these tanks, of which I have made the majority, I'm proud to say. I know how to make the tanks. I can make certain things. I can make these drawers. I can make crates. I can do that type of stuff. Hoppers, I understand how that works because it's vanilla, but building something like this, a sag mill, wouldn't even occur to me. Oh. I did not know that that was there. I didn't know. Okay, so now the sag mill outputs properly, I hope. Okay, good. Yeah, so he was making silicone. We don't really need any more. We have a silicone chicken anyways. All right, so over here, how this works. It sucks out, goes into this first one. In here, oh, we need a refill. This one's full. We're having trouble with these things. They fill up really, really quick. But it goes through the filter, which sends it up and then dumps it into one of these drawers, which is what it does, or down into here, into the compacting drawers. The nice thing about the compacting drawers is it'll drop these and then convert them into it. So here we have 6 legendary loot bags. We never had a legendary loot bag necessarily drop, but we may have had enough common loot bags to turn into uncommon to turn into rare. Rare that gets sucked over to here, enough rare that turned into epic, which then turned into legendary. So now we have 6 legendary. That is a huge process because 4 of these to get to this, 4 of these to get to that, 4 of these to get to that, and 4 of these to get to that. So you can do the math for that one. And then the gear that comes out of it should be significantly better. The stuff that comes out of here are like basic trees and dirt and stuff like that, which is awesome because sometimes you really need that type of stuff. when you get up to this, this is where you get your end stones and things like that. Now, so this one here, obviously we're backed up because of the gunpowder. He has switched from the pipes we were using before to the Ender IO pipes. I really like that because the Ender IO pipes, what would happen is there would be a filter right in here, and that would get plugged from the other pipes we were using. Those pipes would not allow anything else to get filtered. These ones say, okay, we can't take this, but we can still send, oh, I do have silicone on me. Watch. See, the silicone can still go. In the other one, it wouldn't do that. You had to unplug it before you did it. Yeah, okay, stop sending the silicone. You can send this though. Okay, then it goes to this crate, and then it goes to this one. So this is all the stuff that has been done. What I did was over here are all the drops that we don't actually use for anything. I do have something for that one now. So these ones used to sit just inside of this crate, and it used to drive me nuts because I couldn't sort them. So I just sorted them all. There's the silicone. Let me go put that back. There we go. So yeah, now what I do is I can sort, like I sorted it, which makes it easier for me to figure out. Also, what is happening here in this crate, specifically just in this crate, a lot of broken, like a lot of skeletons. Oh, it's 64 to get one of those? Wow, that is a lot of bags. That's a lot of drops. And we have 6 of them. So you got to imagine how many common bags actually dropped. That is pretty impressive. But a lot of broken arrows, just regular broken, not arrows, but regular broken bows come through. And what I used to have to do was sit here and manually make each and every one of them into a into an actual, let me just check if there's anything else. No. Into a whole one. Once it was a whole one, I would then put it in there. And I was getting tired of doing it. So what, I was about to call him by his real name, what Tackback did was he created it so that it would go into this crafter, which is run by this furnace generator, which uses all this coal, which it doesn't use anywhere near that amount of coal, but it still has it. And then it drops it down into there, which puts it over here, which sucks it up and puts it in there. So what this does is it will, I don't know why it has the gold ingot or the block of gold in here, but I don't question it. Yeah, I don't question it at all. Anyways, it turns bows into bows. It makes them whole. So I don't fully know how this thing works. Anyways, the other thing that we have is, let me gather, oh, I'm full. I forgot. I need my backpack open. Oh, I haven't emptied my other eggs out yet. I forgot to do that last night. Nope, you come down here because I don't need you. Let me sort out this really quick and get the stuff out of my inventory I don't need in my inventory. All right. I'm picking up all the leather stuff because there is no way we're going to use leather gear. Like, that's just not going to happen. There we go. I think that's all of it. And do I have enough spaces? I do. I'm going to take the heads. Okay, so back over here, we have these drawers. And if I just click, 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 and click, all of the heads are gone. We have a lot of these, like an awful lot of these. So it's kind of scary. But over here, we have a nice little drawer that's slowly getting incredibly full. Let's work on pants because it looks like pants have the least in here. And what we do is we turn them into whole pants. This part is still, it still needs to be done manually, which I don't mind doing. It's something to do. So I do need to do some of this to be able to get, oh, that one's not whole. They do need to be 100% full. Like they can't be partial, or else the machine will not be able to do anything with them. We were hoping it would take them as they were, but it doesn't. So let me just quickly get these guys done. So this is what I do on my off time. I sit here and I put these together. I empty out that, I empty out the fishing, I empty out the other, and then my beloved chickens. They are my lovely chickens. I love my chickens. Whoops. I have done serious research on my chickens and all the formulas you need to be able to get the chickens that are really good. There isn't any way we've discovered so far to be able to remove any enchantments from off of any clothing. So as a result, that's why I'm not caring. I know some of these are enchanted and some of them are not, but there's literally nothing I can do about it. So up here, I drop these full ones, including the saddle. It filters down into here, which goes down into here. And as you can see, it turns it into leather. That leather, that one just turned into 5. Saddles, we have a lot of saddles and nowhere to ride. Like literally nowhere. It's void. Where are we going to ride a horse? You stay away from the chickens? I love the chickens. And this is where the leather goes. It feeds it from there to there. And that way we're not filling up everything with this, with useless gear. Oh, that was whole. That was weird. Why was it in there if it was whole? So I'm just going to finish up these really quick so that we've got more space for stuff. This one? Nope. This one? Yep. That one's just about full. I'm going to need 2. Oh no. I saw Tackback playing. He does private streams for me, and he was using the chickens mod, and I was just like, that is awesome. Like, I loved watching him play it and watching him do all the stuff that he was doing on it. And I was like, that is something I could get into because I don't like modded. That is something I could actually feel some kind of accomplishment with. I could watch the tiers of chickens get done. And it would be awesome. So you will see. All right, so the next thing I do here is I clean out all of this gear. There we go. So that goes. And that gets sorted into these ones. So page 1, some of these, oh, you'll notice that some have green stripes and some have red stripes and some of them have none. That is to tell you what size they are. This one is the small one, so there's only a single page. It's just this page, which is completely full. I'll have to fix that. That was my fault. This one is a medium, so it has 1 page. This one is a large, so it has 2 pages. So while we're in here, let us drop off these. So each one of these depends on where it is. It depends. It's the gear. So we have our head here, our chest here, just like you would be wearing it. Or in my case, where I'd store it. There's pants where we just wear, and these are boots. And just like I was doing with the, oops. Just like I was doing with the leather, you would make these ones. I know it takes 4 to get this better. Whoops, what am I doing? I've forgotten how to do this. There we go, 3, 4. So that's now a nice set of golden boots. Put them up here, drop them in, and they'll feed into here, which then feeds into here, which is all here, and it goes and melts in here. That is full because it spits it out down here, and there is no more room in here for anything. So I need to upgrade this. I need to bring 2 upgrades. I need to bring a crate upgrade, and I need to bring, whoops, I'm going to do that right now while I remember again. A crate and a drawer. So I need an emerald and a green, I do believe. So these, as I was explaining with the gold ones, work the same way with iron. So I will just double tap on here and it empties my inventory. This is what we call our workbench one, because if you go into this crafting station, it sees the inventory from this chest or this crate. So this is page 1. There is one of everything we normally work with, in here. Page 2 is where the duplicates are. So you can see there's like lots of sticks. There's only one set of sticks on the other page. Then over here are a couple of recipes for the Empowerer. I am going to create a new something to put them in because this is getting really full and needs to have more space. These are all our storage things. So this is for that drawer. Oh no, there were 2 of them, I think, that needed this. And then this is to make the crate go from a small to a medium. You have to go from a small to a medium and the medium to large. So it's kind of how it goes. I don't think we have a grass block. I'm just thinking now. There's a recipe for one of the chickens that needs a grass block. I'm also going to make a quick stop over by the kitchen to drop off the fish because I know that I'm going to need space in my inventory. So this is where I've been cooking. These are all the Pam's Harvest Craft tools and stuff. There's milk and mayonnaise, water, broth, pasta, butter, wheat. I think I have cheese over here. We've got sugar, snow, bones. I've got soy sauce, mustard, cooking oil, ground nutmeg, ground cinnamon. So lots of different things in here to be able to make other food. On this page is our raw food. So there's all our fish, our chicken. I kill a lot of chickens. In the process of making all of my chicken stuff, a lot of chickens unfortunately gave up their lives. I feel a little badly for them, but not really. There is no room in here, even if I wanted to put stuff in here. I don't know what to do with the water eggs. Like, I really have no clue. They're going to take up 2 rows. I'm not sure what to do with them. I'm going to move these guys over here. And I think I'll put them in there. Do I have room for all of them in here? No. I'm going to dump them in here. I was breeding a water egg or a water chicken, and the water chicken produces these as their what do they spit out? And the same with the lava ones. They produce lava eggs. And unfortunately, I have 0 use for them. I need that. Well, that wasn't too bad. Actually, I can just drop that there. Okay. And I put the lily pads somewhere, but I don't know where. Yeah, no. Oh, let's put I didn't put all the fish away, I didn't put any fish away. Okay. So let's put the fish away. Goodbye, fishies. Okay, so none of them have hit. Still no 64s. Okay. And then over here, maybe it's in here. In here? Oh, there they are. Mushrooms and olives. In here, I have things like you need the olives to make cooking oil, and the different nuts and stuff will do. You can grind them down. In here is the rest of the fruits. So picking off the trees and putting them in here. Haven't been keeping up very well with all of them. Things like this one hasn't even hit a full stack yet. Same with this one. So I need to go and get them up to date and stop picking ones like this one. Sorry about that. My throat's a little froggy. And leave apples alone too, because they're getting a little out of hand. So this is, and then over here, might as well do this now too, are my extra eggs. So when I'm breeding stuff, sometimes what happens is it produces extra eggs. that I don't need. I already have a full stack. So in here, since they stack to 16, I put all the 16s in here because I don't need them. And then in this one, I have the less than 16s. So I usually put a place marker in here, and then I drop all of my eggs. And then I pick them all back up again with my place marker, and then I sort. And I created 2 16s there. So that's good. Then I go back to this one, and I drop off the 2 16s. Go back to this one. Page 1 is done. Page 1 is 15 through 10. That's how many are in the stack. So I go to the next one. This one is 9 through 6. Place marker. These ones in here. And of course, if there are any more of them in here, they'll automatically stack. Like you saw, that became a 16. So sort this one out. There's a 16. Sort it again. It's still 9 through 6. Go to the last one. Do the same thing. It'll stack up if there's more. And sort. This one produced an 8 and a 6, which doesn't belong in this room. And I can put the 4 in here because it does. We go back a page. There's 6, 7, and all of these belong in here. This is getting full. They all belong in there. And we go back here to put away the 16s. The reason I'm doing it this way is because I can cook them. When you cook them, they turn into boiled eggs. So I can grab a whole bunch of the 16s. 4 of those make a stack of boiled eggs. I can get rid of this piles really quickly. Or if I'm a little bored and I see that this is here, I can grab 8s or 7s, 6s, and boil them and make them into eggs. Those eggs are then given to the sifter guy. The sifter guy then starts working really, really hard and producing a lot of material really quick. And that means that we can get a lot more materials. And I can unload a lot of eggs, and I don't have to worry about the fact that I am producing too many. Okay, so back up to the mob platform because we were still emptying it. We did the, whoops, that did not sprint. We emptied the fisheries already, so we're not worried about that. And what have you guys added since then? Oh, heads are dropping. Let's take a look. It was, so for this, we needed, it was gunpowder. Click on that. That has now extended it to 1640 or 1664, so it can keep going. This one is at 1664. That one's not that close. That is good. 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 I keep taking stuff out of there, so it's never going to get anywhere. That looks pretty good. And this one. Why is the bat bag gray? That's weird. The bat bags release bats. So it's kind of weird. All of these drawers are supposed to be locked, although it doesn't look like these 2 are. Let me do that now. That way, if it runs out, it doesn't disappear. There. They're all locked. What that does is it puts one on the outside of like these ones here. So you can empty this entire thing, but you can't take this last bow. It stays. All right, the other thing we were going to do was this. There. Now it has 2 pages. So hopefully it will fill up on the next page. And you can see these are all now pink and they're being filled very quickly. Those get put through a whole series of, see, these are going as well. They're going through a whole series of pipes, or I don't know what they're going through. What are you going through? Hoppers. Throw it through a whole series of hoppers up through the piping into this chest. So this should be doing better. It's going to empty this as quickly as it can. And then it'll fill it up with this, which is what I brought from way over there. Plus all of the things from in here that we melt. As things are killed in here as well, the experience, as I said before, is sucked through. Okay, so the next thing in here, oops, put that back, is bows. Bows are becoming a thorn in my side at the moment. They are very annoying. Oh, also you have to be 20 blocks, I think it is, away from the mob spawner for the mob spawner to spawn. You can't sit here in AFK like you do in vanilla to keep it going because you trigger it. It triggers all on its own because it's dark. So you have to be far enough away so that you're not here. So when I hang out here, it'll actually slow this down and it'll come to a stop. Okay, so over here are bows. We have power 1, power 2, power 3, power 4, punch 1, and soulbound. In this one, we have XP boost 1 and XP boost 2, unbreaking 1, unbreaking 2, unbreaking 3. In this one, it's a free-for-all. This bow I want to put down here. So we're already on the next page. So what I do is I have to actually sort these. Now this has more than one enchantment in it. So that is why it goes into this one. All of these have multiple enchantments. Like this is power 2 unbreaking 2. Punch 1, power 2 unbreaking 2. So it just depends. This one that I'm keeping is the only infinity bow I've seen so far. So that's unbreaking. That one goes in here. Unbreaking, power, in here, power, unbreaking, power, unbreaking, and power. All right, so these are what I do every so often is I take these levels. Oh, I should show you that too. You can take the levels. I have no levels you can see right now, but I can take them, see? And pick them up, or I can put them back. So I take the levels, I take a few hundred, and I turn these into the next level of bow. So I'm going to have to do that because we're running out of space. So I created all these power 3s actually out of power 1s. We had 4 rows of power 1s, and I turned them into power 3s, and then turned those power 3s into power 4s before I ran out of experience. And you were unbreaking 1, unbreaking 1, unbreaking 1, and unbreaking 2. So the bows are done. Next we get a lot of these swords. I don't know why, but we do. And I merge them together, and they get stored in a chest over on the automation platform. So let's put the heads away. And then everything else I do believe travels. So heads, 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 heads. And we didn't need the upgrade, which is kind of nice. I am going to leave it here though. Oh, we just got a pair of pants. Can I carry everything? Don't think I can. Nope. That is what we have a backpack for. Let us put foods separate because they go in a different area. And back in here. I have no idea what drops this pink dye, but it is incredibly annoying. How many more do I need? Oh, I need quite a few more. 3 more. Well, we have pants we can put away. Goodbye, pants. We have to make another trip out here anyways and pick up book, key tab, and you. I don't know what drops these pink dyes. They're horrible though. That's all I can say about them. I'm actually going to drop these in my backpack. now that I think about it. And I'm going to pick up some more from here. Because we do need to empty some of this out. Like, this is kind of ridiculous. The whole point of it was to have enough iron to be able to do stuff with. And I don't have any room. I can... Oops, you can have that 7 back. Oops. Why won't you go in? That is weird. Sometimes it does weird stuff and I don't know why. Okay, that should be emptied enough. Fishing is done. Mob spawner is done. So the next thing I have to work on is emptying my inventory. I'm going to do that. That's gone. On here, again, these are potions of healing rather than health 2. They go there. Empty bottles goes there. As you can see, I'm slowly filling up this row. It's getting a little bit out of control. It's a bit concerning. These here are Dimlet parcels. They are from the RF Tools Dimensions mod, and they produce these things. So I have a lot of these things, and I plan on learning how to use them to make things. I have no idea what they are. I don't know what all belongs to them, but we have them, and we're good with it. Oh, I have iron on me. I can go. All right, open up this. I love when it does that. Because you pick up as many as you need. If you can reach what you're doing, it'll keep putting that into your pack and go from there. And that one, and that goes in here and in there. These got so out of control, we couldn't even put them into like one of these storage crates. In here is where all of these go. And then we smelt them and put them in here. Obviously the iron and the gold go in here, and these ones are lead and nickel because those two got out of hand from the smeltery. Or from sorry, it's not the smeltery. From the sifter. Okay, these can come back. And that is glowstone dust, which I should have used on that, but didn't. Over here, as I said, this one is for the workbench. So in here goes all the stuff you'd use for a workbench. So that's a duplicate, that's a duplicate, that's a duplicate, that, oh no, I don't think, yeah, that's a duplicate, that's a duplicate. I think this is on the first page, yep. And then on the last page, another 23 of these. I am going to have to make a whole bunch more crates because crates require chests. And right now we have a ridiculous number of chests. This chest is actually a trap chest. I created those to be able to see if I could get rid of some of them. Then these other crates that are here have other purposes as well. So in this one, it is our tools and weapons. So you can see there's quite a few of these shovels. So I put the shovels together to make them whole. I should make those ones too. But there's already 2 in here, so I don't want any more in here. Why are there crates in here? I'm like, no wonder we can't find any crates. They're all in the wrong place. Small ones there. So they're in here. Let me fix these. That makes a whole one. And that makes a partial. Don't really care. But on the second page is where all the duplicates go. Because we get a lot of the exact same thing. So these are all exactly the same stuff. And they are also on this page. With the exception of these here, which are charms. We're not really using any charms or any rings or any of that type of stuff because they're great for if you have an extensive build or if you are doing some of the stuff that we're just not doing. We don't have an issue with lava because we don't have anything there. It's all void. Other than ash clouds and nether fortresses, there is nothing in the nether. Sorry, I need to take a few sips of juice. My throat's getting a little dry there. Okay, so those are there. These here I love. They are chest transporters. So they come in different ones. These are wooden. These are iron. I carry on me. Where is my backpack? I carry a diamond one. So I can literally pick up anything. I pick up all of these different chests, all the drawers, all the shelving, everything. I can just pick it all up and move it around. It does put a debuff essentially on you, and you go really, really slow. You can't sprint, you can't run, you just crawl along carrying it, which is fine. I don't mind. This here is our, I've been calling it the graveyard chest. This is where the mods have been going that, what is that? Oh. This is where the mods have been going that we are not using. So there are shields in here. There is the piggy backpack, which is really not cool because I picked up an Enderman and the only, not an Enderman, I picked up a zombie pigman and the only way to get rid of him, no, it was an Enderman I picked up. And the only way to put him back down again that I could find was to kill him. So that was awful. Again, all of our extra saddles are in here. We have name tags. We have wither skeleton skulls. One of the things I'm hoping this Dimensions one will do is, I remember playing Modded before, and one of the things you can do is you can create these book stands, and the books take you to different worlds, like different dimensions. So I would really love to do that, and then have us take on a wither. And if things go badly, we just get out of there, and we never go back to that one again. So that's our graveyard for things. These are different mods, Open Computers, and Engineers Workshop that Tackback was working on, and we didn't get anywhere with. But I don't believe in throwing it away, other than the jetpacks. I threw those away. That was me. I was bad. I don't care. But because we don't know if we might need them later, like we might learn something later to be able to use them, I've had them put in here. The old pipes are supposed to be in here too. And then this one is our wood chest. So it has all the saplings, it has all the little worms, and it has all our logs and stuff. This here is where we grow the saplings, make a giant tree, we do the torquey thing, and then we chop it all down and turn it into sawdust. Sawdust is then filled up in here, and then as you saw, I will have to do, this will bug me if I don't do it. It will go into here, it'll make compost. I need to fill this up. There we go. Whoops. There. And because I can see it from up in the platform, and it drives me nuts seeing in here and seeing a little tiny bit of dirt. You can see it's going through. It'll go in the hopper. So even if I fill up too many, this will just fill up with dirt. And then it'll go in here. What else am I carrying? Sugar, carrot, potato, chicken, and cakes. I need one of those cakes. That is for a chicken. What else did I need for the chickens? I need a grass block, a black bond. Oh, I need TNT. 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 Thank you. And over here is sand. Question is, do I remember the recipe? You know what? We'll do it this way. TNT. And is it this one or that one? We're going to go with this one. Then you just press the plus sign and boom, you got TNT. Done. That easy. Put that back. Put that back. And I now have what's needed for another chicken. All right, so that's this platform. I think I've covered pretty much everything that's in here. I have not put anything away. How bad are we? We're not bad. I will actually take some of the stuff out of here and put it away because it should be able to do it in 4 trips. You can see how quick it is. Like, this would take forever in like vanilla. And it's producing massive amounts of resources. It's massive. So that's gold and lapis. Gold, lapis, and purple, which is lead, and nickel. And that should be good enough for there. Nickel, lead. All right. So we'll leave that be for a while so we can catch back up again. And yeah, I leave the mob spawner for a while. I leave this for a while, and I go work on other things. This is not automated in any way. It was just conveniently here because we needed the water source. So those go there. Cake goes in there. These are not regular ones. These are Happy Birthday Darcosto. So they're that kind. I labeled these because it was also driving me nuts not figuring out where certain things were, like my potatoes and carrots. This one actually was kind of funny. This here was actually duplicated in here. And until I labeled them, I had no idea I had 2 chests of exactly the same stuff. So between 3 and 4, we now have an empty. I could just pick it up and move everything over because there's also an empty at this end, but I don't see the point of that right now. Raw chicken, done. All right. Off to the best part of the game. How are we doing, my pretties? These are my chickens. All of these. And of course, all the colors. This here is my breeding area. These are my hatching pens that I use, or nesting pens that I used for actually breeding the chickens. And these are the nests in which I hatch the eggs. There is the rooster I use for leveling up. He breeds with the chickens. They produce chickens that are the next level up. And you kill off the old ones, he breeds with the new ones, and it just keeps going up. All of my chickens are 10, 10, 10. Now, what is, 10, 10, 10, with the exception of the vanilla. The vanilla one is not a 10, 10, 10. Not to mention, I think I need some actual vanilla chickens. I think there are too many things in here right now for me to have animals spawn. I don't think I have enough room. I have asked Hackback if he gets a chance. I don't know if you'll see him in the stream do it or not, but he actually doubled this platform out that way to accommodate 3 more. Oh no, he moved it out so there were 2 more rows of chickens. I actually need him to extend it so I can put another 3 rows in there. And the reason it's 3 rows is because of the crates.